Hi.
Welcome
Two books
and Bathos, a podcast.
for the reluctant reader.
I'm
Chris Tester.
and
I'm.
Sean Carter.
Why are we doing this?
I don't know, it was kind of fun.
Yeah, sure. And we're at Dragonfly
Book Bar,
in Bristol.
Virginia.
This week we read Artificial Condition, the second book in the Murderbot series. You can grab your copy here at Dragonfly Book Bar.
For 10% off.
Yeah. So how did you like this book?
I liked it quite a bit.
Yeah.
It was interesting to see where they went after the first one, All Systems Red. We got to meet basically a whole new cast of characters.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think we'll get into it a little bit, but I liked one of them quite a lot. But what did you think about the book?
I liked it a lot. I think that it's consistent with the first one in quality and sort of the whole feel and theme of it. It was after reading The Other Bennett Sister, it wasn't as magical as the first time I read Murderbot, if I'm being honest.
Oh, okay.
I feel like take me back to the ages.
Right.
I want to be involved in some romantic. Well,
Trysts, if you will.
Look that one up.
Yeah, I get that. But at the same time, it's been a long time since we read the Other Bennett Sister, so it's good to think that that's still on your mind. But
I know that like for this show they come out every 2 weeks, but it's like I shut off The Other Bennett Sister at the end, and then I like turned on Murderbot into my ears, and I was like, "Oh, this is a different."
Oh, way different vibe.
This is a different world we're living in here.
But
Yeah.
The Other Bennett Sister, the main character, Mary Bennett,
Mm-hmm.
Murderbot, MB.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, we got some stuff in common. You're right.
People are going to be so confused when there's 3 episodes between them.
They're not.
There's 3 episodes between.
Yeah. I have faith in our listeners.
We're pre-recording because you're gone all July because you
Okay.
hate the podcast and you hate the listeners.
That's not how I would put that. But anyways, I'm going to go home and visit my family in Boston, so we will probably be off for a couple weeks from recording. So although there's a big gap between these episodes, the Murderbot and the Other Bennett Sister, we actually be holding them back. Okay.
And we might make references to them, so you should go back and refresh yourself on the Other Bennett Sister real quick.
Anyways. Okay, so I liked the book a lot. I think it was great. I listened to it and listened to the audiobook. It's about 3.5 hours, I think.
Yeah.
So it's a quick read.
Yeah,
But it's fun.
I did the same thing that I typically do. You guys have probably seen the pattern. I waited till the last minute and listened to it on 2.8 times speed. How it was intended to be consumed. And
1x, Chris. I don't know how many times that played this. I want to know, like, if you are a voice actor and you read these books, does it bother you if people listen
I'm
at
pretty
like
sure
1.5, 2.0, whatever it is? It would bother me.
I'm pretty sure that we established a couple of weeks ago that there probably weren't any chemical engineers listening to our podcast. So if there probably aren't any of those, then I mean, I can't imagine we have voice actors. But if you are a voice actor, please comment. And I might change my ways if you're persuasive enough. I would love to hear your argument.
We're definitely going to hashtag voice actor and post this as a clip, and none of them will find us. But we'll try.
Matt Mercer, please comment on this.
Yeah, thanks, Matt, in advance for your comment. We love you.
Yeah. Matt Mercer is a famous voice actor who's also a dungeon master for the biggest live play D&D podcast, Critical Role.
Oh, look at that. I learned something today.
The more you know. Fill that in, Chris.
Do you think that maybe Mel Blanc was born?
Who's that?
You don't know who Mel Blanc is? He did like all the Looney Tunes voices.
Oh, that's like the cartoons that you grew up with.
Yeah, is he
You
alive?
son of a- That is it. I believe it.
No.
That's all, folks.
What was that?
As Mel Blanc once said, that's all for you.
That's Porky the Pig.
Porky and the. Did you say Porky and the Pig?
No, I said Porky the Pig.
Okay.
That's my favorite band. Porky and the Pig.
Like,
Porky and the Pig.
Porky and the Pig. That is more fun.
I would go to see that band,
Yeah.
honestly.
But it's like Pepe Le Pew, Porky the Pig. There's always like a 3-word. What's the
Jimmy Eat World, Porky
Yeah.
and the Pig.
what's the rooster one? Foghorn Leghorn?
Foghorn.
Is that Looney Tunes?
I believe that's Looney Tunes. Foghorn.
Also in Looney Tunes, for some reason, they have Lenny from Of Mice and Men as a character, and that's always weirded me out.
You just kind
And
of
he's-
happy.
No, and he's like, "Can I pet the rabbits, George?" And then, but that if you know Of Mice and Men, that's a super sad story, and it's crazy that Looney Tunes just randomly inserted him into that. And that's your generation, Sean.
It's not my generation. We didn't
No,
create
that's
it.
the song My
We
Generation.
consumed it. Let's get back to Murderbot.
So, what is your all's one-word review for book 2?
That's a great question.
I'd say collaboration.
Ooh. I would say recovery.
Okay.
Because the mission was about recovering files. But also a little bit of there were some medical things that happened.
Yeah. You could say growth.
No, he actually got shorter. Heck yeah,
But his ear grew longer.
that's true.
And they put some hair on his body, which
Yeah,
I
he has
love that he
body
was
hair.
like, I do not want
Yeah, he
this."
was like, I thought I wouldn't like this, but I'm neutral about it. No, I guess we should talk about that a little bit. So, Murderbot meets a character
Mhm.
that we affectionately become to love him, known as Art. Sean, say what it stands for.
Asshole Research Transport.
Wow. But yeah, and Art is a bot that is in the cargo ship that is taking, or transport ship that is taking Murderbot to Ravi, whatever the name of the planet is. Ravi Hyrule. Shout out to Legend of Zelda. And I think he meets Art. They start talking. Art immediately figures out that he doesn't have his government module intact. And it kind of creates this interesting dynamic between the two where Murderbot really hates Art
Yes.
for most of the book. Art ends up helping him. And Art,
from the beginning seems kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
like,
he's just interested.
he's just like, hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
Let's be friends. And
Um,
Murderbot's like, let's not be friends.
Anna said the last time that we
I
read
was going to ask if you remembered that.
that I reminded her of Art, and I feel like that sucks.
In my defense, I didn't think you were going to read book 2 when I said that.
Oh, well, that makes it all better.
Yeah. Oh, I insulted you, but I didn't think that you would know it. So
No, that's a joke. It actually was his personality, and
I think Art is good. Why?
yeah, no, he's good. He's just a supportive.
Art is good.
He's just a friendly guy, and I think you're a friendly guy.
Yeah. But he ends up helping Murderbot because he's like, hey, I know that you have made it this far, but just so you know, everybody's going to be able to clock you as a Murderbot.
Yes.
And so he ends up surgically altering Murderbot to make him not look like all of the other ones and to allow him to have hair, like body hair and all these other things that Murderbots don't have. So he looks like an augmented human now. So then he goes on to this journey to back to the planet where he had his.
He's trying to go
incident.
find out what happened where he murdered all these people in
Yeah.
line and see if it was him doing it,
Yeah,
if it was
yeah.
somebody that sent him a command, or if it was some other thought.
And we learned
We learned.
that there was malicious programming that was a part of it. I don't think it was necessarily the answer that he wanted,
Yes.
but it is the answer that we got. So from that, I think we should probably move on to how we rated the book out of.
Yeah, how do you rate it?
451.
451 degrees. Is this book on fire?
So I rated the first one out of 409 degrees Fahrenheit. This one did not have the same level of impact for me. I still enjoyed it, but I would put it at 373 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay.
I think it's a step below, but not so much that it's like unexpected, I guess. It's still in kind of the same range for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I would put it a little lower than the first one. Part of this is because
You put it at 450 for the
Yes.
first one.
Part of this is because I had rated everything so incredibly high. Because as it turns out,
Inflation matters.
I was rating everything super high in the beginning.
Yeah.
So I'm still probably rating things kind of high. But part of my problem is that I hadn't really read a lot of books leading up to us doing a podcast about books. And so what I learned in the beginning of this is that I just kind of like books, I think.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's good.
yeah. So I was giving everything a little extra credit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this 350.
Okay, yeah.
Which I don't think is bad.
No.
It's a good book. And there's some things
And I
that
think
really-
between the two of them now, you're at 400.
it's yeah,
And
so
like
we're-
that's pretty
it's pretty good.
reasonable.
But like, so we already know Murderbot. So
Yeah.
some of the fun of being introduced to that character is now.
Yeah, I mean, I think art is kind of.
But art you get to
Yeah.
meet, and that's a fun one.
Yeah.
And there are some other things about it that I
Yeah.
So you guys pretty much average 4 stars out of 5 stars on this. I think 3.95 technically. That's still a pretty high score for a book.
It's enjoyable, you know.
And-
Read.
I mean, where they are, like, these are novellas. They're very short. Like, it's not a big commitment. They go by very quickly. I mean, we have the book right here. It's very small.
This is my type of book.
It's not the size of the book.
By the way, one of the things that I love
How
about
you
this
use
book is that they very much explain the title during the book.
I do love it whenever it's one of those moments where it's like, and this is the title.
Yeah.
So
When that happened, I was like, yes, I get it now. I didn't know what this book was about.
and we know what the artificial condition is.
That's right.
Fear.
That's right. This book is about fear. That's what that should have been.
Actually, it probably, yeah. Dang,
Yeah, I missed out.
we suck at this.
So out of your all's one word, what was your favorite quote from the book? What was your favorite string of words?
My favorite quote from this book was, quote, young humans can be impulsive.
Oh, yeah.
And the trick is keeping them around long enough to become old humans.
Dude, Art, man, he's so cool.
Yeah. Although I would say there is a limit on that because at this point our government is mostly old humans. There's like a sweet middle spot where you're like old enough to have some perspective, but young enough that your brain's
You heard it here. Sean hates old people. Which
just
is
the ones that are in
which is
office.
a little bit crazy because he's.
I think
putting
old
it out there.
people. I just think they should retire at some point.
That's fair enough. One of my favorite quotes was, "I sighed again. I was having a lot of opportunities to do it, and I think I was getting good at it."
He's where he's trying to act.
Yeah,
human.
he's talking about sighing in that moment, and he's like, "I've now had a lot of opportunities to try this, and I think I'm getting good at it." And I just thought that was very funny. And Murderbot He's a classic comedian. He's very funny. But
I feel like he's perpetually living in this state of like when somebody's telling me a story that they really want to tell me, and I just have to keep figuring out when to say, "Oh, that's wild."
oh yeah,
Oh man, that's crazy.
yeah. It's like any.
He's doing that all the time.
It's like the dynamic that you have with someone when you don't really want to talk to them, but you have to talk to them, and they're just like, yeah, oh.
Interesting. I can't believe that.
And if I talk to any of you guys that way, I don't feel that way when I'm talking to you.
I do. I actually think your story is very interesting.
Okay. So another quote that I really like, and this is more, I would think, probably a mainstream quote from the book. Sometimes people do things to you that you can't do anything about. You just have to survive it and go on.
Interesting.
And I thought that that was a great way to sum things up. Murderbot is quite profound sometimes, and I thought that was one of those moments where he was, because he was talking to the group and he was like, "Hey, they're trying to kill you. This really sucks. We just gotta move on. Like it's not gonna work out the way that you want it to."
There's no good happy outcome
And
here.
ironically, it did work out, and everything happened, and it all was good in the end. But for most everything,
I do think Murderbot is a great book to read because it feels really easy. It's super short, but you can learn those things, and it feels easier to watch him experience these things for the first time and then go, oh, yeah, maybe that is a good point. Than if something was labeled, self help or how to move past your, trauma or whatever. But that really is what you're watching him do.
You got an entire
stages.
self-help book
Yeah.
in that one quote of sometimes people do things to you that you don't like, but you just.
I view it more of a like a western.
I would say it might not be a quote, but one of my favorite moments from the book is when Art is telling him how he can become more human-like, and he suggests giving him sexual organs.
Yeah.
Or it's like absolutely not.
That's crazy. Now,
I
Murderbot,
will not do it.
and I mean, we do in this book. We heard them mentioned in the first book, but in this book, we actually met a comfort bot.
Comfort bot.
A sex unit, as they're sometimes.
If you want to use this spicy language,
Sorry. And that was interesting. There wasn't anything explicit in the novel.
Yeah, no.
But it was just interesting to see
It was
how he described the
50 Shades of Murderbot.
Nice.
Yeah.
But
That's the only erotic book I know. I don't know.
well, besides the other Bennett sister.
And why do you keep talking about that? It was so long ago.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just a big fan. No, but just the difference between the comfort bot and the murder bot. They react like they interacted with the world very differently. It seemed like the comfort bot had a level of autonomy, despite their governor module still being intact. More so than it felt like the other sec units that we had encountered to this point had. I don't know if that's just part of the war of the world, is that they kind of do have that. Which is ironic.
You
might give them that just so that they would be more human-like.
This is a great time for a pop quiz. You guys know the way pop quiz works. Be funnier or more correct than the other person quicker.
Okay, good luck.
-1 point for Sean. Okay, question number 1. Where does Murderbot say that he's traveling to uncover his tragic past?
The mines.
The specific name of the mine.
Grundy.
Oh,
Grundy, Virginia.
that's close.
It's close.
It's like Gamut.
Ganaka Pip mining
Oh,
facilities.
Yeah.
start with a G. Give me
Yeah. Grundy is a good hyper local half point.
Yeah, you knew that half.
Yeah, so now he's negative half a point.
Yeah.
Um,
Nice.
we'll give him. What are the names of the 3 researchers that Murderbot gets hired to protect?
Sleepy,
Wrong.
beef,
Narrow.
dog.
Did you just look at your note?
No. Japan.
I'm gonna give you each a half a point for that.
Wait, both of us?
Well, you cheated and he was funny.
Because he said sleepy?
And
Pretty funny. Doc is arguably a potential name for any.
That still
Murderbot.
brings him to 0 points. So this is gonna be a low points
Tie game.
Okay. What does Art do for Murderbot at the end of the book?
Gives him a hug.
In?
At the end of the book, he does something to help him out.
No, that's the
He
art
comforts him.
is a bot. You can't hurt him.
He talks to him.
It's like a real thing that he does to benefit Murderbot. It is something.
It's a pep talk. He said, Murderbot, you're more than just a Murderbot.
No, I don't remember exactly. I mean, I know in the middle what he does to help him with. We already talked about the alteration and all those things, but I can't remember.
He scrubs the security feeds
Oh.
of their whole trip so that Murderbot can board a new.
Didn't he already do that earlier in the book, though?
And it's pretty close to the end that he's like, I'm gonna erase any trace of you that ever
It's a
happened.
pretty short read, so I guess.
It is, yeah. Well, and when you're listening to it on 2.8, you know,
It all gets.
you're like, that was in the first 15 minutes.
Yes.
And then what company did the researchers work for?
Apple.
Yeah.
So,
Um,
is it?
No.
Oh.
What?
Preservation.
No.
We're not gonna get that.
I actually can't even really pronounce this.
Wait, the
Tlacy?
researchers. What is it?
Tlacy Excavations.
What was Ronnie's pronouns, or like what is their gender identity?
Oh.
Them?
No.
I actually read this book like 6 months ago. I have no
Oh,
idea.
good for you.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It was a term. I think it was tercera. But it was tea tear.
Oh.
Yeah, it really threw me off whenever they started referring to them as tea in the thing, and I thought it was a nickname for Japan.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, and then I was like, oh no, it's because of the like, gender
I
identity.
remember having that experience because I did the audiobook exclusively.
Yeah.
I do think I remember being like, what?
Yeah.
I might not have even caught it.
Yeah.
I might have just thought they were
Well, you're that
Japan the
progressive.
whole time. Yeah, it's just so progressive that I think.
I do have one bonus question that I'll ask you guys. Where does Murderbot say he's going on his next trip? Where does he say he's headed?
SeaWorld.
The amusement park.
Amusement park.
I think he's going to find his crew, right?
He just says a long journey. So it's kind of a trick question.
That's dumb. Art wants him to go find his crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he like shows him a picture of them. And he's like, "Are you gonna go find your crew?" And he's like, eh.
So do you guys have any closing remarks, any last thoughts that you think can't be left unsaid?
I do. We didn't mention this yet, but I mean, you did mention the comfort bot, but I really enjoyed that aspect of the book that they were like, this bot is still bigger than most people and could easily like beat them off. That was fun. Like that they would still be like a good, huh? They would still be like a good in combat. A comfort bot would still be have an upper hand over a human. Okay.
You guys want to do something?
Just to summarize, Sean really enjoyed that. The sex bots were able to beat them. So
Comfort bot.
sorry. comfort bots were able to beat them and get the upper hand.
My favorite part of the book is so spicy.
Just like the other bit, sister.
I did picture the comfort bot as Carol.
Oh yeah, very handsome. this comfort bot is very handsome. Okay, so
Why don't you talk about the next book that we're going to
Yeah.
all right.
Tell us about that, Chris.
So the next book that we're going to read when we reconvene on August 25th, 2 weeks from today when you're watching this, August 11th, we will be reading The Lies of Loch Lamora by Scott Lynch. And it should be a great time. I think it's a heist. There's going to be some fun aspects to that. This will be the, I guess, kind of our first foray into that genre. And I'm very much looking forward to it. So we will see you in 2 weeks on the 4th Tuesday of this August, because it's currently August. And
You can pick up that book.
you can pick up that book and read it. But you can also pick it up here at Dragonfly Book Bar in Bristol, Virginia.
Sorry, I was in the middle of a silent verb.
Yeah. And why ended up just relying on myself.
Just
Like Murderbot. And so come here. You can get 10% off if you get the book here between now and August 25th. So
Chris is really trying to stay in this time frame so hard.
well, we all know that it's currently August 11th.
so he has that fresh tan.
I hope no tragedy happens on August 11th. And then we have to put this podcast where we don't acknowledge it. Chris won't stop saying August 11th.
Please follow us at Books and Bathos Pod on Instagram, Facebook, whatever social media you use.
YouTube, mostly YouTube.
Yeah, like and subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah.
Leave a comment. Talk about Murderbot. Talk about even something as old that we read as like the other Bennett sister and how you compare them to Murderbot.
That was like a lifetime ago. I don't know why you're bringing that up. Anyways, yeah, tell us what you're reading. Just really anything book related. I'm happy to talk in the comments. You can also find me at Sean Carter Comedy on Instagram.
You can find me at chris.b.tester, Instagram and Facebook. Sean?
We love you.